quiet on the set. We've got a sleeping toddler, and I'm finally getting around to sharing a sick house clean with me after a long week of recovering from whatever sort of plague we picked up from our local aquarium. Let's go. First things first is stretching out this new mattress topper. This is the second one of these we've gotten from Walmart because the sick one has a terrible habit of throwing up a lot whenever she gets even mild fever. So today I've got so many linens to clean that are covered in various bodily fluids while this expands. So you guys get to come along with me for that journey. The girls are so sweet to each other when one of them is sick, which is super lucky. Even the dogs are super attentive to them, and in the little pocket of energy that the little one got, she was able to tackle a couple of craft projects with her sister. My mother-in-law was nice enough to run out and get them a couple things, and by a couple, I really mean like a ton, because my mother-in-law has a problem. So my oldest set up an activity for her on the floor to design her own stuffed animal and make a DIY slime bucket, which she absolutely loved, but she didn't have that energy for very long. So they got to do their craft together, and then she went right back to that spot that you saw on the couch and continued napping for the rest of the day, which freed up my hands to disinfect a lot of things.
You want to do this one? Yeah. Okay, where do you want it? I'll put it right here. Okay, and then you pick pink.
There you go.
That's enough. Okay, put it here.
I don't want to say I love when my kids get sick. Of course, I don't love when my kids get sick, and obviously this is coming from a place of privilege because as of this day, the most sick my kids have ever actually been is, a fever, a stomach bug, a bad cold. We've never had anything chronic. But tell me if you feel this way. When my kids are sick, that's really the only time that I've ever felt like I'm a really good mom. That probably sounds harsh, but I never know what I'm doing. I'm never sure that I'm doing the right thing or disciplining them correctly, feeding them what they should eat, if they're getting enough sleep. I have no idea. We're all just winging this, but when they have a cold or the flu or whatever it is, I always just kind of instinctively know what to do. I know when they need medicine or when they just need to rest. I know when it's serious enough to go to the doctor. And everything around me just kind of stops. I don't worry about any of the other things that I need to be doing, and I'm super present for them. I just don't worry about anything but them getting better, and I do what needs to be done. So when they get sick, I'm like, okay, this is my time to shine. This is where I really know what I'm doing.
Yeah. All right, you need to put your lid on yours and shake it, okay?
Said 30 seconds.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It never fails. We always pick up something this time of year, but the good thing about that is that neither of my kids stay sick for a really long time. They always kick it within like 24 to 48 hours. Unfortunately, my immune system has never been as strong as theirs. You can probably tell in the sound of my voice, especially when it involves a fever. I just hold on to it forever. And I was sick after this for about 5 days, which is why I'm just now getting around to editing. I was really down and out. It kicked my butt, but I'm finally feeling better now. And right on time too, because today is officially the first day of the last week of being a stay-at-home mom for the summer, if that makes any sense. It'll be staggered entry at their school next week, so I don't go back to work then. I'll just be completing a training in my downtime while they do partial days. P.S. I would not wish putting a fitted sheet onto bunk beds on my worst enemy, especially if you don't feel well. This is such a dense mattress in here. It's always a huge pain in the butt to lift it up and tuck everything in for me. That I just have to get done before things kick off at my new job, but that means that this is the last week that it's just me and the girls together, and I have a lot of plans that I want to fit in while we still have this time together. It's kind of bittersweet. It's hard to imagine that this time next week we won't be snuggling in bed, eating bagels, watching movies until 9 a.m. We are very slow morning people, especially this summer for sure, so the school routine is going to be a rude awakening. There's no doubt about that, but I'm going to miss having them here with me so much. It makes me feel a little bit emotional, kind of wondering again, if I'm doing the right thing. But number one, I don't have a choice. I have to work. We are not in a place financially for me not to go back to work. And also, I do really like to work. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm one of those people that just like loves my job and I'm super excited about it. Obviously, if I didn't have to work, I would not, but I'm really lucky to have a remote job, and my skill set puts me in a place where work doesn't always have to feel super hard. It is most of the time really fun and pretty easy. Half of the things that I do, I can do from bed while binge watching a show, as long as I don't have meetings or anything like that. And it'll be nice to watch what I want to watch, listen to the music I want to listen to, eat what I want to eat, even if only during those few hours of the day that they're both gone. For now, I'm savoring all the little moments, like eating lunch together, playing Mommy Nail Salon on the couch, and just snuggling. It's funny how kids tend to get sick at like exactly the right time. We needed this time together to just do nothing but cuddle on the couch, and even though I do wish that she felt better, I'm glad that we got to do it. So this week, we have plans to go see the new Bad Guys movie in theaters, go for at least one more boat day, swim in my mom's pool, go get ice cream to cap off what has been a very different summer than expected, but honestly, one of the best. I hope to go into more detail about that, but once the kids are back in school, I'm looking forward to sharing some different content with you guys here, where maybe I don't have the kids using the paint sprayer in the background of me doing a voiceover the entire time. I want to let you in on the new structure and routine we create as we get back to school, into soccer for the first time, keep up with gymnastics like we've been doing all summer long, and of course transitioning back into a working mom routine and sharing more about my job and what that looks like. I have a whole video I'd really like to make on exactly what I do for a living, how I make money, because it doesn't really look like other people's jobs usually do. I'd say that what I do is, a little bit more offbeat. Half the time when I try to explain it to people, they have no idea what it is that I actually do for a living still. So if that's something that interests you, let me know, and I'll be back with a schedule for upcoming videos. We're almost done with this one, but I hope you guys enjoy the cleaning motivation and that you come back around for more next time.